So I'm trying something a little different today. Hello. Uh, I was goofing around with this ugly old can. I mean, Holly and I flipped houses and stuff like that, and with every house we get these old used cans and shoot hoses and extension cords, garbage cans. Anyway, so it's nasty, not gonna be used for anything else. So I figured, you know what, let's try to experiment with it. So the back hose here that you're gonna see is nothing. That's a different experiment that I was trying. But this hose here is a 3/4 hose that I put in the normal spot where there would be like a drain, but this thing's going all the way down into the bottom, and then I've got it zip tied around to the handle here. But as you can see, it's nice because it's got freaking handles, unlike this leaky junk saker. It's got this weird handle that's like super awkward to try to hold and carry. But anyway, so we're gonna try this thing and see how quick this stuff's. I literally took that same contraption that I had on the from the junk saker, the other junk saker that leaks, that I had put on the regular VP 5 can, 5-gallon can. So this is it, same length. I mean, this is the same piece. And what I did was I simply slid the 1 1/4 inch PVC into the spout of this 5-gallon can, which ironically is like perfect size. So I put a clamp there. I could clamp it a little bit harder, but I just wanted to try this to see what's going to happen. So we're going to find out together. Anyway, here we go. So you can see the fuel level on it, our fuel level, water level on it. It's way up there. I didn't measure it out. It's more than 5 gallons. I just wanted to give this a shot and see how it turned out. So let's go. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 seconds. So way faster than the VP can by using this 3/4 braided hose, 18 millimeter from Amazon, from the Jungle site. I mean, this stuff is really cheap. I don't remember what it was. I could post a link, probably, $13 for 15 feet of it. So you could definitely do 10 cans, 2 feet each. No, you could do 7 cans. Yeah, 7 cans, something like that. Anyway, you could do 7 of these cans, and then naturally you can pick these things up at yard sales. But anyway, so what did I just say, like 15 seconds, 16 seconds? Pretty good. And again, it was probably overfilled because I don't know where the safe fill line is. It doesn't say it on this one. Some of them, they say safe fill line, which is like 5 gallons. It says 18.9 liters, 5 gallons, but it doesn't have like a mark for that. But Max, you don't want to be in the video? Hey, come here, boy. Hey, Goober, come here, boy. You going to be in the video? Nope, he's not going to be in the video. I don't know if he was behind me or not before. But anyway, so yeah, 15, 16 seconds. And these things, I mean, are literally everywhere on Marketplace, $5. When you don't have a hurricane. When you have a hurricane, people want $25 for them. But when you don't have a hurricane, yeah, they're $5. Probably pick up, yard sales probably pick up 2 of them for $5. So, and naturally you need this hose regardless whether you have this or a junk saker, and then this hose is super cheap on Amazon. So there's an alternative for you. Naturally, like I say, this thing is nothing. This is a different experiment that I was trying, and maybe I'll try that again too. But I think this is a very, very solid solution right here because it's cheap and 15 seconds. I mean, there's not a lot of cars that can accept fuel faster than 15 seconds unless you've got like an aftermarket fuel cell. So I know the NC can't even accept it faster than that. I mean, that is probably the limit, and I don't know if it can even accept it that quick. So but we're gonna try it. I'm gonna because the biggest thing with the NC is where the filler neck goes into the tank. It goes 5 gallons, or goes halfway down. So once you dump that first 5 gallons, maybe you can dump the first 5 gallons in 15 seconds, but then after that, now the fuel is pushing through fuel to come up and fill the tank. So it won't go, I don't think it'll accept it at 15 seconds. I think you'll have to do 22 seconds for it to fill and rise up. So but anyway, nonetheless, if you had one of these for the first 5 gallons, 15, 16 seconds, the other 2 for 22 seconds, you're in right at a minute to fill fuel. And so if you're doing Lucky Dog lemons, where you can't have a driver in, you just filled the car with fuel in 1 minute, and so now you have your 4 minutes or less, because you got your drive time down, drive time out. But so 3 minutes and change to get your driver in and do any oil changing, you change oil, check the oil, clean the windshield, all that good stuff. So for those people that are like, oh, you have 5 minutes, yeah, but you need to get your driver and all that stuff. So anyway, ramble. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna keep trying other experiments too. I'm gonna go back to the VP can and go with this same size. I suspect probably gonna have the same result, probably 15 seconds. I think the limit now is probably like this thing here, where it's not like a funnel shape inside, so it's probably, someone mentioned in the comments that they have like more or less a funnel type thing there, and that really helped speed up the process. And there's Max wanting to be star of the show. So hey boy, Max boy, he's got a head of his own. Hey. All right. So any ideas, let me know. I'm curious to see what people think. This thing, I drilled this slightly smaller than this 3/4 hose, so it's really in there good. It's not moving around. I simply zip tied this to the handle. This could probably have stopped here, and I just put it down to there because I don't know. But nonetheless, you could hear it. I think in the video, I could hear it getting air, sucking air. And so naturally, with this being larger than that small little tube that was in the VP can, it's naturally dumping 7 seconds faster, 8 seconds faster. So pretty impressive. I dig it for something such a cheap solution. And these things, I mean, God, this thing's probably been around since BC times, as you can tell from the color. Whereas this thing, I mean, it started leaking within the first 2 years that we had it. So, and of course their warranty, yeah, I mean, ship it back to them, that's $30. Ship it back to you, $30. Yeah, you could have just bought a new one. So, and it's just bull crap, because I mean, naturally, if they were a company that stands behind their product and they knew that they had a bad batch, because there were people that complained about it and they just kind of brushed them off, saying, oh, you stored them incorrectly or whatever. These were stored inside, in a temperature controlled area. So I mean, that's just unexcusable. So anyway, for those teams that need a cheap solution because you're just getting into this is a very cheap solution. All right, on to the next trial.